Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another round of One Piece. We're going to be playing a little red-green Luffy. Here's a sneak peek at the list we're going to be running today. And I'm going to be running into some black-yellow Gecko Morias per request of one of my subscribers. I just wanted to give them a nice breakdown of what we're going to be going after today. So here we go. Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another round of One Piece. That's a pretty good hand. I think we're going to keep that. By popular request, we are going to be playing against Black-Yellow Moria. I do like some freeze here, but I really like more aggression. Especially in this matchup. I think I'm going to take that. Alright. Tell him go ahead. We're playing Monkey D. Luffy from OP13, going against Gecko Moria. They have an Actimate main as once per turn. They can KO one of their Thriller Bark type characters, and their leader and all their characters gain plus 1,000 power during the turn. And when attacking, they can trash 3 cards from their hand, add to 1 card from the top of their deck to the top of their life. Not a great trade-off in my opinion, but who knows? The Moria players are getting better. They find a nice Kumasi as a 2K option. So they cannot KO this because it's not a Thriller Bark type character. Okay. They don't play any real removal in this deck, so I don't need to worry about playing the Robin. That's really just going to act as counter this game. So I am going to think I just put 1 Dawn here and start poking out. You know, I want to poke him down lower. I'm okay with going low. He can either give me 2 cards or drop down to 3 immediately, and I already showed him that I have a double attack, and I'm going to continue to pressure. And because they haven't filled up any of their trash, their triggers are less likely to happen. So I know they picked up the 2K off the search, which is why I didn't want to just give them that free counter of 1 card. I wanted to say, hey, if you want to get out of this, you need to give me 2 cards or go down to 3. Because it's going to cost them 3 cards to reheal if they use leader effect, which will drop them to 5. They're likely to play 1 card here. It's just a blocker, and now they can put a 6 here, and I'll just be able to counter out. Because they can't pop this, because it's a blocker they want to use for later. We'll choose our 1 friendly target, go up to 7. We get out of that attack for free. We find a nice Nami, but we're not going to be playing that Nami this turn. We're just going to be setting these up. They haven't developed any attackers, to be honest with you. I'm going to aggress 7 at them. They can give me 2 cards, go down a life, or give me the blocker. That's their options. Okay, we got them down to 2. And they still don't have anything in trash, so their triggers, once again, aren't very good. So he's down to 2 life, and I have not taken a damage yet. I've developed an attacker, and they have not. They're in a lot of trouble very quickly here, because I'm just playing ultra aggressively. I have demanded 2 cards for every single attack so far. I think they should have free countered something like a Hogback or even a Perona just to get it in the trash and still take the damage if they don't want to give me the extra cards. Personally, I think what they should have done on this one, the first swing, they should have just said, hey, I'm going to get out of this one just to fill my trash up, because I know they're sitting on a Kumasi at minimum. But you guys let me know, what do you think? What do you think they should be doing? He's thinking about it real hard. He's got options. He's got 9 cards in hand, R6. Because he keeps fueling his hand. He gets to look at the top 3 on KO. Yep, he'll bump this up. That's now a 6. And that's fine if he plays it. but he still won't have an attacker on board. And I'm okay with losing a life, because I've just been playing so aggressively. Finds a hog back, likely to play it. That's what they've been missing. They needed to be able to fill their trash up. Gonna swing 5 at me? No. They could have just put everything on lead and they'd have got the same result. See, because now I have an option of getting out of it. Yeah, you gonna dump to heal? You might need to. Developing no characters on board. Yeah, they dropped to 6 in order to heal. Sure, I'm gonna look for an Usopp. Nah, no Usopp. Darn it. Alright, more counter. No, we're not doing that. Well, we're gonna attack this. We'll remove it. They don't get to keep it on board. So we're at 7. This will bring back 4 for the cost of 2. I'll have 5 left. 1 will come back at the end of the turn. I can put 1 here, but I'm going to go 7/7 at him once again. We always attack with our characters first in this matchup because they have Peronas, which are likely to freeze. Okay, they straight up give up the blocker this turn. I'm going to keep attacking for 7s, demanding multiple cards out of hand. They've got no board. They're banking on a trigger here. But the best thing they have to play out right now is a Absalom. They choose to give me the cards in hand, which I don't know about, because now I've got 2, 4, 6, 8k counter, which means I can go up to 13. Which, you know, not looking super great for him to be able to get that, even with 8 Dawn, because he just doesn't have anything to do. Next turn, I'm going to play another double attack Zoro, unless he plays a Moria here. But even if he plays the Moria here, I don't know. I won't have anything to attack if I play the Zoro, so I'd probably just develop another double attacker and say, hey, I'm going to just continue to pressure your life. Because there's just no shot I let him keep developing. Our opponent is thinking a lot between turns, but that's fine. It works out really well for us being able to explain what's going on. Okay, they play their first Perona. They need to stop the double attack. Yep. Do they pop it so this can't attack either? So they get a turn where I'm just not trying to bust them down? Might need to. But like I said, I'm just going to keep developing a wider board as fast as I can. It's unfortunate we missed the Usopp. I would have liked to have that 2 attackers from last turn. But it's okay. He's going to pop 5. He should take out this if he's going to swing at anything. So here I would attack this because he's never getting in with this. You might as well remove this off the board in case I want to attack later. See, now he's just in a world of hurt. He's at 1 card in hand. And here's the turn where I can be really punishing. And you always want to remove this just in case I decide to attack with it later. Sometimes these little attacks do lend for going for game. I imagine he's just going to play out the other Absalom. I'm going to go 6 and 4, so that'll take 6 of my Dawn. I'll have 3 left. 1 will go... Do I want 1 or 2? Okay, he's going to get something back from his trash to his hand. He's going to get the 6 cost back, so I know it's a brick. So here's the turn where I go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, restand. 4 for this. I will get 3 back at the end of the turn. He's got 2 real attackers. am I okay? You know, he's so low in hand. I'm actually okay with busting him down to just 1 card. If he wants to give me a 2k, he can give me a 2k. When he's down to 2 cards in hand, it doesn't really matter. Finds a Kumasi. He needs another Perona in rotation. See, I don't think... Listen, I'm not a Gecko Moria player, so I could be completely wrong here. You guys can tell me, but I would not be cheating out these hogbacks. They have a nice on play of getting cards back to hand, so they drew a 2k. That's fine. I'd be cheating out these Absaloms. They're attackers, and if I remove them, he gets to search the top 3. But what do I know? 1, 2, 3. So both our attacks got in that turn. I got 5 Dawn up, and I've got 4 attackers on board. And if he plays the Moria here, I will be able to drop a Zoro and attack with it. But that requires him to drop the 8 cost, not the 6 cost we saw in Search. But I will likely drop this Zoro anyways, just because I am looking to just make my board as wide as possible, because if he double stuns with Perona next turn, that'll be both of these. He'd have to figure out how to get one on field, though, because it doesn't look like he's seen one. And if he's going to drop the 6 cost, I'm most definitely, yeah. Okay. Got all 10 of your Dawn to work with. What do you go for? 6 cards in hand for us also isn't great for him. But we have found ourselves... Okay, so this actually works out really well for me. So now a 6... 7, 7. So if he swings everything, he gets a card out of my hand, which will be the Robin. Honestly, I'll probably just take it. Yeah, he needs this. He puts this Perona on life so that he can stun me again. That's an 8. That's just 2 cards. Now it actually doesn't make sense for him to swing these, which is unfortunate, because I want to kill those with my Zoro's pre-swing. You want to dump everything to re-heal? Yeah, I didn't think so. Don't swing these. Be smarter than that, please. So now I'm going to punish him, because these don't have an on KO. So I get 3 Dawn up. This costs 7 plus 1 under my leader for 8. That leaves me with 2 Dawn not used, and then I get 3 back. So I can have all 5 of my Dawn back. He has not threatened, and he disconnected. Yeah, the game was over. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is our first game against Gecko Moria. They just were never in control of that one because of how aggressive we were early game. They didn't play enough characters, or they didn't see them. And I just continually aggressed them with 7s, knowing that they didn't have enough characters to really threaten me on the crackback. Even if I had to ditch some of these cards along the way, it would have been fine. I just wanted my board as wide as possible while threatening their life as much as possible, because I was pushing them all the way down to 1, basically as fast as I could, so that I could just start threatening lethal with all this. There you go. That's our first match in a Gecko Moria. I'll see if I can't find another one for you, though. This is by request from a subscriber, so like I said, if you guys ever want to see anything in particular, certain matchups, I will go out and I'll find some matches for you. Just let me know. All right. We'll catch you in the next one. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into round 2. Chose to go second. Puts me on odd. 1, 5, 6, and a search. That's honestly not bad. This is just a 2k. That's not a bad freeze, though. I guess we keep. We don't need to be overly greedy. Luna's not bad, but I already have one in hand. I need bodies to make the board go wide. I could probably just go back like that. Then we'll pass. So curve looks something like this right now, with these just his counter, and this is late game. He's just going to do a big trash fill. He finds a Perona immediately and a hogback. So now I can't pressure super hard like I did last game. Okay, ooh, Charleston. So we'll just put one on. And we'll attack. He's looking to play out cards, so he's probably going to take. Nope, gives me a 2k instead. Sure, means he doesn't get bodies as fast. I'm okay with that. Plays out the Absalom, pushes immediately to the garbage, reveals and draws a Kumasi, which is just a 2k counter. He's got 11 cards in trash already. Plays a Sentry, gives up another 2k counter, and loses a Borsalino for his trouble and a Kiku. He is on some tech. I will continue to just press 6s. He's probably okay with taking it now, because if he gets anything that plays out of character, he gets the Perona, but apparently he doesn't want it that bad. That's fine. Don't develop bodies. I'm okay with that. Maybe it's 7 next turn. I can't play what I'd like to play. The Moria into the Zoro. Trash 1 card from his hand. Heal again. He's just trying to set up huge heals, which is not going to be an issue, because now I can just pressure his board real hard. This can't attack me, and I can go up to 9. Nope. The answer is no, and you've been giving up 2Ks every which way. Gonna give me another 2K? No. No more 2Ks for me. I don't have the Usopp to play with this, which is unfortunate for me. So we're going to play this first. We have only one option. We'll take it. Get that up first. We can search with what we need to. We'll play... Do I want the double attack? It looks like I'm going to be playing board control for a minute. I don't get to know until I hit him, which is unfortunate, so... I guess we develop this. Put 1 here and attack in. Finally gonna trigger something out, or not? No. This build is very different than a lot of the builds I've been seeing. It looks like he may be a little light on his trigger bodies because he's got Sky Zoros and Borsalinos in there. Okay, he gets to put something back on his life or out on the field. He won't be able to hit me this turn anymore. Gets out a nice blocker. He should just pass. He wants to see if I remember how my leader ability works. That's okay, I guess. Let's fix our hand. It's looking a little gross. Well, we only have one real option here. Gonna start with our characters, make sure they don't get frozen. There's a Perona. Play out another Perona. Keep this off of him. Yeah, not a surprise. And I can just attack. I can attack 1, and then I can attack 5 with a Garp. Everything demands an answer. Okay, we get a 1K. We'll attack here. It'll make it so this can't attack, but our turn ends now. Funny enough, he made so my Garp can't attack. It's fine. So we removed a body. Said, hey, now you've got 2 decent-sized guys. What we're actually looking for is the Nami here. Finds a 8-cost Moria. He does have the Dawn to play it. Seven, 11. He will be able to force cards out of my hand this turn, or a life, unless he goes at my board, in which case, no. $29 cards in hand. He's got the Moria back. We'll cheat out another guy. This board is starting to look scary. Heals himself back up. He's going at board, which is incorrect, as you guys know. If you want to pressure, you should pressure my life. Problem is, I will take it if you punch this at my life. That was the weakest attack. I might have countered that. Now he wants my board. 13. Ooh, that's going to be an 8. Which would be 1 Dawn. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15. And then if he attacks there... I'm trying to figure out how to get Luna value. I can get this, and then if he swings this here, I'm okay with that. Did he swing 8 here? No, he goes at my life like I wanted. Cool. And we find the Nami, the ultimate punish. So we have just baited our opponent into the best possible circumstance for us because they're only on 2 cards now. So now I can do this. Now what do I want to do? Do I want to remove these? He can't cheat these ones back out. I'm seeing how bad he wants to give me his hand. Move that. Don't need the blocker coming back up ever. Can I threaten this? I'd really like to. You know, I'm going to attack this here. And I'm going to see if I can threaten that. Instead of Luna, because I have the Nami, I actually get all my Dawn back. Because I have this. I can threaten this here. So what does it take to threaten that? 1, 2, 3 gets me to 10. So that would be both cards out of hand? Yeah, let's threaten that. That's both cards. It's 2 and a 1 if he wants to try it. He doesn't. You want to save it? Yes, your whole board just disappeared. So that saved me a Luna and deprived him of all resources while developing us a blocker. I just took 5 characters from him in a single turn by just pressuring it and leaving slightly less Dawn. Yeah, you could be enormous. I don't care. I don't even care if you punch me as hard as you want. What does he reveal? He reveals another Absalom. That's not what you were looking for. Plays a Borsalino that can't heal you because you're too high a life. I am sorry for what I have done to you. And he gives up. Yeah, it was bad for you. He was sitting on a 1k in hand, clearly. And probably like this 8 cost because he never revealed that to us. So those were his 2 cards. Sorry there, bud. Whereas if I punched at life, he would have got a guy out of this trash. This would have gone straight to hand. He would have got another guy out of trash, and this would have gone straight to his life. So I just decided to play control there. Do you guys see how that works? I just fully punished him because his board was huge. If he decided to just, if I decided to just go at his life and Luna his board, and he would have got 2 guys out of his trash. One of them would have come standing from here, and then this one would have come out rested. So not the end of the world there. He would have had 1 life, but he would have had a whole board. And I would have been able to paralyze him, but like he'd have had the 8 cost Moria to continue to punch at me and still threaten things while popping his own board to put out the Pironas. So he could have stunned one every turn and then threatened other ones with his bigger attacks. So we would have had much more of a game. Here, I just ended the game because I said, okay, I'm going to remove your entire board in a single turn. You're going to have no plays going forward, and then I can just keep eating your life because my board was going wider. And I was just going to develop a Sanji over this next turn, and then I would have had 3 life, 4 really solid attacks. A blocker I would have given up pretty fast just so I can make more room on my board for another attacker here pretty quick. And then we were on 2 Charleston, 2 Lunas, and a 2K. So we were going to draw into another 2K, it looks like, and then like a Zoro and like a Nami and some Lunas were coming up. So the game was just kind of over from that point. So that's kind of my take on how to beat Moria. You just got to know when you can control their board versus their hand, and the attack order really matters as well. I'm okay with letting them search with an Absalom, and you can always kill Zoros. They don't do anything. They're just bricks on field. 10 costs are the hardest ones to remove, obviously, but if you eat at the rest of their smaller board, the 10 costs actually can be destroyed there, as you saw if you commit into killing them. Everything else can be frozen with Luna if we need to. These are obviously just something you can eat really fast, not hard to deal with. Hogbacks are fine. I would even say so far as you could probably remove a Kikanojo if you want to. You don't really want to kill those, but sometimes it just becomes necessary. There's the Perona. This is fine to destroy. It's just got its on KO of it costs 6 or less, can't attack till the end of our turn. So if it's on board, just make sure it's the last thing you kill and make sure you have a pretty good shot at killing it. Even if you don't, though, if you attack like a 7 into it, you're getting 2 cards out of their hand, and that's good enough. Just to make sure you're minusing their resources really heavily. Moria has a hard time accumulating resources because it takes 3 to activate their when attacking leader effect. So there's my take on how to beat Yellow Black Moria. We'll pop over the deck list real quick just so you guys can see what we were running today. But this was quite a fun little tutorial. Thanks for requesting it. Shout out to you guys in my comments. Appreciate it. Let's jump on over. Alright, here is the deck list for Monkey D. Luffy. We were running today against Moria's. Pretty quick run through. It's a Dawn ×1 when your opponent's sacked. If you have 5 left Dawn cards on your field, and you rest any number of your active Dawn cards up to one of your leaders or Straw Hat Crew type characters, gain plus 2,000 power for every Dawn that was rested by this effect. Running 4 Bonnie Searchers, 4 Garb Searchers, 4 2K Unblockable Sanjis, 3 of the Romanova Zoros plus 2K power to our leader till the end of the phase, and they also have Pseudo Rush for characters. Running 2 Laboons is a good 2K anti-removal, 4 Robins is a 1K anti-removal, 4 Usops, 4 Namis that are a blocker that rests up to 2 of our opponent's cards with cost 8 or less, and sets 5 Dawn as active and is blocker. Crazy good. 4 Sanjis, which is a 5/7 brick that sets 2 Dawn as active on play and 1 at the end of every turn. Really solid. A 4 of at 6/7 brick in Monkey D. Luffy. He's just got double attack, and when you play him, he sets 4 Dawn cards active. Then you can't play a 5 or more till the end of the turn. Really good there. Then we got Brook as a 6-cost 6K 1,000 counter. On play, rest up to one of your opponent's cards. That's a leader, Dawn, or character. Activate main, you may trash this character if your leader has a Straw Hat crew type. Set up to one of your characters with a base cost of 8 or less as active. It's a really good card because it can set this guy as active, or double tack if you need to really just rip into him. But he is really good at closing out games, I will say. That's why he's just a 2 of. We are playing 1 copy of the 9-cost Zoro that's got triple attack, just because he is super good into the mirror match, and he is good into Ace, which is our worst matchup by far. I am running one of him. I haven't run into the mirror match much yet, but just in case, I decided to tech one in. I dropped 1 copy of I Know You're Strong, so we'll go out from the start, so it's a 2 of currently. It's just a mini Luna that can hold 2 of our opponent's rested characters with the cost of 7 or less down. And it's a counter of 3k, which really makes it a 1k for our particular deck, because every active Dawn for us counts as a 2k already. 4 copies of Charleston, which is a 2k event that gives our leader or one of our characters plus 4,000 power for the battle. Then I can discard a card, and if I did, I get to set 3 of our Dawn as active, so it adds an additional 2k into the mix. It's crazy strong for defense. It is probably the best defensive card in the game because of the way our leader works. And then, of course, 4 copies of Electric Luna, a 3-cost event, which just says activate main. All of our opponent's rested characters with the cost of 7 or less will not become active in our opponent's next refresh phase. And of course, it's got the most broken trigger in the game, rest up to one of your opponent's characters. No cost limit, no restriction, nothing. It just says, hey, that's not going to attack anymore. All right, there's the list. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Like I said a couple times in the video, this was a subscriber requested, so I'm happy to provide. Thank you guys a lot. Do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. It's been really cool to see you guys come along on the journey, and I appreciate all the comments and letting me know what you guys think. But that's all I got. So as always, good games and good luck.